Bagnaia is all in for the win, as he said he would be. He is going to be ultra aggressive, but here comes Martin with the element of surprise. That is not a move that you see very often. He had the big shake on the change of the direction through at turn 6. Martin briefly went through. He ran in hot. Bagnaia back at the front.
Not often you see moves like that through turn number 6. Martin making his intentions very clear from this restart. Marc Marquez has got himself onto the back of the leading pair. Then it's Morbidelli and Enea Bastianini running 5th.
Martin willing to fight fire with fire here in this title showdown with Pecco Bagnaia. That was aggressive. He's taken the big risk here, isn't he? He knows that if he wins this Malaysian Grand Prix and outscores Bagnaia by 9 points, it is the job done, the biggest job completed of his life. But it is Bagnaia, though, that leads.
Well, I guess we asked the question going into the race, would Pecco Bagnaia choose to slow the pace off? Here comes Martin once again on the inside of the reigning world champion. Bagnaia will get the run out of the corner and try and move through. But if Bagnaia is going to try and back this pace up, the best way to counter that is to get ahead of it.
I remember the first lap where Bagnaia was overtaken twice. Martin, how late on the brakes is Martin into turn 15? He's gone in wide. Bagnaia's going to cut to the tight inside line with the better exit speed, though, is Martin. That just shows the different impact of different entries and exits there. Now then, Bagnaia's going to try and get some slipstream. Here we go. What a battle this is between the title contenders. Bagnaia now back at the front, on the brakes on the inside of Martin into turn 1. This is what it's all about. MotoGP at its very, very best. The two fastest riders in the world, the two title contenders going toe-to-toe here in Malaysia.
Well, Pecco Bagnaia is going all in. It's really his only option to keep himself in title contention. Martin having a look now into turn number 4, and for the 3rd time now, Martin passes Bagnaia, but not for very long.
Incredible action here at the front of this Sepang Grand Prix. You can barely hear yourself think in the commentary box. The noise from the main grandstand is so loud, it's deafening here. Through turn 6 we go. What a fight this is between Bagnaia and Martin. They are throwing it all on the line here in Malaysia.
Yeah, Bagnaia then leads by a bike length or 2. Marc Marquez is still very much on the tail of this. Morbidelli went in hot into turn 1, so he's not exactly in a position to lend any assistance to anybody at the moment in this title battle. It will be very interesting to see what kind of lap times Bagnaia is setting and what kind of pace he chooses to run here.
The last time we had an onboard footage of Pecco Bagnaia going through turn 9 in Sepang, he was on the floor at a 2nd place when we were on board with Marc Marquez in the sprint yesterday. We are now on board with Jorge Martin. Bagnaia here, well, he said he would be all in for the win. This is win or bust, isn't it, from Bagnaia. And now once again through 14 comes Martin. They're almost going to touch on the exit now. Who's going to get the better drive now down this long back straight? Marc Marquez, a very interesting party there in 3rd place, into the 4th sector where Bagnaia has been so good all weekend. This is edge of the seat action in MotoGP. This is nail-biting tension. Martin and Bagnaia, they go side by side. They almost touch, powering towards 6th gear down the start-finish straight. Who's going to have the edge on the brakes into turn 1?
It's Martin up the inside, but he looks like he's going to run in a little bit hot there. He does go ever so slightly wide. Bagnaia back up the inside of Jorge Martin again. The lead continues to change hands.
Well, this already feels like 2 corners into lap 3, like race of the century. This is MotoGP off the scale awesome. It's Bagnaia then now that leads. Here comes Martin for a long way back. Into turn 4 he goes. Is he going to get it stopped? No, once again. Bagnaia gets him on the cutback.
Martin up again this time into turn number 5. Does that look like a rider to you who's taking the cautious championship approach? Not a bit of it.
What are we witnessing here now? Bagnaia shows Martin his front tyre going through 7. Marc Marquez must be loving this. You trade seats, wouldn't you, with Marc Marquez right now, because he has got a box office front row seat for what is an absolute barnstormer in Sepang. Bagnaia now trying to get through into turn 9. There is no way through.
It's a bit of a tightrope though here for Pecco Bagnaia. As much as he wants to get ahead of Jorge Martin, he cannot afford to have a crash with him. A crash that takes the pair of them out really suits Jorge Martin here.
Well, you know what, full respect for the pair of them. They're taking the maximum risk here to try and take the maximum points available. There is your live championship. That all seems rather immaterial right now, doesn't it? As we just enjoy this stunning Sepang spectacle. How many overtakes have we seen? Martin and Bagnaia exchange already in the first 3 laps of this Grand Prix. Winding up the wick, winding up the power now to 6th gear. Bagnaia's got the inside line into turn 15. They rub knees, they rub elbows once again. Bagnaia has the inside line.
But he's going to get a slower run out of that final corner, and Martin will now have the slipstream down the home straight. Bagnaia got the moment, he's throwing everything at Jorge Martin. I guess he's thinking, if I can keep putting moves at Jorge Martin, maybe, just maybe, I can force him into a mistake.
Oh, look at the chatter, the pumping on the front there that Martin was having as he squeezed the front brake hard on the brakes into that first corner. He almost runs into the back of Bagnaia through turn 2. Now we go through the high-speed turn 3. This is all about the wheel spin through here, all about who's got the smoothness on the throttle. Turn 4, Martin's on a lunge here 2 or 3 times already in this Grand Prix. This time around he's not close enough. Bagnaia goes defensive on the inside, over the blind crest now into turn 5. What a first 3 laps this has been here in Malaysia. Already a race for the ages.
Martin and Marquez still gapping the group behind them.
If you can't get enough MotoGP, click here to subscribe.